Wednesday, May 8th, actually, and we are going to do, just like we've been doing for this episode of Stand Tall First, we're going to dive into the Daily Stoic, right, switching it up. Then we're going to switch over to The Art of War, both the traditional and alternate translation. So, out of the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman, May 8th. Good and evil? Look at your choices. Where is good? In our reasoned choices. Where is evil? In our reasoned choices. Where is that which is neither good nor evil? In the things outside of our own reasoned choice. Epictetus, Discourses 2.16.1. Today, as things happen and you find yourself wondering what they all mean, as you find yourself contemplating various decisions, remember, the right thing to do always comes from our reasoned choice. Not whether something is rewarded, not whether something will succeed, but whether it is the right choice. Epictetus's dictum helps us cut through all this with clarity and confidence. Is something good or bad? Is this right or wrong? Ignore everything else. Focus only on your choices. And it's your choices at the end of the day, right? Your choices that make you. The choices are what you live with. That's why we were just reminded earlier in the month to always do good. That way we have no regrets. That way we're not, right, like executing that future self like we learned from the woozy yesterday. All right, so let's go over to the Art of War traditional. All right, so we were just now talking about the 6 calamities, and so let's run through those, right? Flight, insubordination, collapse, ruin, disorganization, and rout. And I'm going to read through all of the verses, and we're going to stop, and this is going to be a super episode. So we're going to read from verse 15 to verse 25. Other conditions being equal, if one force is hurled against another 10 times its size, the result will be the flight of the former. Verse 16, when the common soldiers are too strong and their officers too weak, the result is insubordination. When the officers are too strong and the common soldiers too weak, the result is collapse. 17, when the higher officers are angry and insubordinate, and on meeting the enemy give battle on their own account from a feeling of resentment before the commander-in-chief can tell whether or not he is in a position to fight, the result is ruin. 18, I think, so I'll just briefly stop there and say that is like making a split decision without having all the information. Well, you have to do that a lot. You like, especially if you're being attacked or whatever industry you're in. But when you can, defer to the higher order of thinking. 18, when the general is weak and without authority, when his orders are not clear and distinct, when there are no fixed duties assigned to officers and men, and the ranks are formed in a slovenly, haphazard manner, the result is utter disorganization. 19. When a general, unable to estimate the enemy's strength, allows an inferior force to engage a larger one, or hurls a weak detachment against a powerful one, and neglects to place picked soldiers in the front rank, the result must be a rout. 20. These are the 6 ways of courting defeat, right? So like dating defeat, of like circling defeat, which must be carefully noted by the general who has attained a responsible post. 21. The natural formation of the country is the soldier's best ally, but a power of estimating the adversary, of controlling the forces of victory, and of shrewdly calculating difficulties, dangers, and distances constitutes the test of a great general. 22. He who knows these things and in fighting puts his knowledge into practice will win his battles. He who knows them not nor practices them will surely be defeated. 23. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight, even though the ruler forbids it. If fighting will not result in victory, then you must not fight, even at the ruler's bidding. 24. The general, right, just because something's right, just because something's law doesn't mean it's right in a lot of ways. Like, if you're gonna die, don't go to that fight. 24. The general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and do good service for his sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom. Okay, so don't covet fame and don't fear disgrace when retreating. It is saying it's okay to retreat. protect his only thought is to protect his country and do good service for his sovereign is the jewel of the kingdom. Right, so the sovereign doesn't necessarily have to equate to the president of the United States or whatever king or monarch or ruler or authority, but it can be your household, it can be your family. You can put sovereign, you can put anything in that position yourself, your values, right? These Stoic values that we find. So 25, and wrapping it up. Actually, 25. Let's do that on the next episode. So with all of those, we have to know, right? Like what is courting defeat? What is bringing us close to destruction? And let's reflect on those as we go forward, and knowing that it's okay to retreat. It's okay to ride gloriously into battle at the same time. What they're telling us is to be smart, to make calculated decisions so that we can stand tall.